I am your host, Debbie, here to help you get in the know about Waco. This week, I'm going to be talking about some upcoming events and activities happening with Southern Roots Brewing Co. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hey everybody, my name is Dustin, and I'm the Director of Operations for Southern Roots Brewing Company.
All right, awesome. And what brought you to Waco, or are you a Waco native?
So Southern Roots actually brought me to Waco.
Wow, really? How long have you been here for?
I moved here in 2018.
Wow, and how long has Southern Roots been open?
2019.
Oh, wow, okay. Tell me a little bit more about how you guys got started.
So my father was an avid home brewer, and when I graduated from Texas State, I became super infatuated with breweries, and we started doing this thing where every time one of my siblings would get married, we'd make beer for the wedding.
Aww.
Well, and then we joked that I ran out of siblings, so we had to make a brewery.
Oh, I see how it goes. Yeah, and tell me about some of the stuff you guys do or what you guys are known for.
Yeah, so we are basically a very community-centric brewery. Friday nights are live music. Right now it's crawfish season, so we're having crawfish boils all the time. And shameless plug, next week, the Humane Shelter is going to be out there for Yappy Hour.
Aw,
with a bunch of shelter dogs. Yeah,
oh my
great.
Gosh, that's going to be great. And you guys also have a pizzeria. Do you want to tell me about that?
Yes, ma'am. So pretty much we have a pizza restaurant. All the pizzas are pizzas I came up with, and what I did for research is I just drank a bunch of beer and thought about what I really wanted to eat.
As you should.
And voila, I have a pizza menu.
That's really awesome. And so I know it started, you said between you and your dad, so is it a family business or?
Yes, absolutely. So I'm there, one of my siblings is there, my brother Tanner. He's usually back in the kitchen making sure everything runs. And then my parents are always up there all the time.
Wow, that's super amazing. So you guys really are community focused. I know you guys have done a lot of events. Do you want to tell me about some that are coming up in May?
Yes, so moving on, we're going to have Yappy Hour, which if you're looking for dogs, those are all shelter dogs, they need homes. Please, shameless plug, come out. And then we're going to have live music every Friday after that. And then we'll lock in a few more crawfish boils. And then I think we're going to do possibly a dog fashion show.
Oh my gosh,
yeah.
A dog fashion show with the Humane Society?
Absolutely.
That's going to be absolutely amazing. Yeah, and tell me about some of your beers. So I know which is one that we're drinking right now in the studio.
You have the Texas Sunrise?
Yes, I have the Texas Sunrise, and that's a sour, correct?
Yes, ma'am. That's a raspberry lemon sour.
It's delicious.
Oh, thank you.
And then what's the one that you have?
I am drinking the Dance Hall Doppel.
Ooh.
It's a Doppelbock, which is a German-style lager.
Yeah, and how did you guys get started brewing? So I know it was like family, or I know you said it was for the weddings, but did you guys just have a home brew setup and then decided to go industrial, or what even got you interested in beer?
Yeah, so my dad was really into kind of as a hobby in the garage, and I'd go over there and drink all his beer, and he'd say, okay, if you're going to drink it all, you need to make some of your own and bring it.
Oh, okay.
So, and I was down in Texas State at about 2015, 2016, and during that time, craft breweries were kind of taking off in Texas, and became really infatuated with the business models behind them. And we kind of sat down and said, hey, there seems to be something here. We called every brewery in Texas that would answer their phone.
Wow.
Drove out there and said, hey, can we ask you how to run a brewery? And the first thing about the brewing community, they're amazing. They said, yeah, let's grab a beer, let's chat.
Wow.
Grab your notebook. And we talked to every brewery. We went as far as North Carolina. And we just tried to learn everything we could about the brewing industry. And then we just sort of happened to have an interesting run-in with somebody in Waco, and they were like, you don't know Waco, come here. So
No Waco?
yeah, there you go.
Roll credits, no, I'm kidding. But yeah, why Waco?
So we're originally from Killeen. We're a military family, and we were kind of shopping around, and we just happened to run into a lady who was selling a chandelier. And in that conversation, it came about that, oh boy, we really need a very specific type building. And she's like, I have a very specific type of building. And we said, really? And then we called the Waco Chamber, and I actually made a presentation for them, and they were like, yeah, we're sold.
Wow.
When can you start? So,
that's super cool.
Yeah.
And I know you guys have that beautiful mural on the side of your building that has like the greetings from Waco.
Yeah.
Who did that mural?
So basically, we really wanted a big mural, and I was like, well, if we're going to do a mural for a new brewery in Waco, it needs to be all Waco. So I just grabbed all the cool things I could find in Waco, and I said, put this in the words.
Yes.
And there you go.
I know, I love it. I love everybody taking pictures out there, and it's one of the best locations. You guys have a little back patio area, too, is that right?
Absolutely.
What do you guys do out there?
So, we've actually started migrating some of our live music out there, which right now in the spring the weather's great. And then usually pretty much just hanging out. It's a really good spot when the shade's on, so.
Yeah, that's really cool. And I know you guys also do trivia, right?
We do.
Yeah, tell me about your trivia nights.
So, we started trivia right before the shutdown, and, obviously, I won't go into that story. Everyone knows it already. So, we brought trivia back, and actually in May, we are getting to restart a new style of trivia.
Ooh.
I don't know if you guys have ever eaten at HTK Barbecue. Phenomenal.
Honka-tonk.
Yeah, Zabs, he is actually going to be our quizmaster.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
Collab. Also shout out.
It's going to be a blast.
That's going to be so fun. And what are some of the other things? I know so much is happening over the summer, and there's going to be so many community events. What are some things that you would like to see in the community?
So the big thing is I'm really excited to see some of the festivals coming back. So I'm hoping this summer to see a lot of the community-centric festivals take off. And we are actually planning the Beer on the Brazos Festival in September.
Yay!
So we're back in business. Everybody's
I'm so
going
excited.
at it.
Yay! That's going to be amazing. And that's going to be right over in Indian Spring Park, right?
It'll
over
actually
there?
Brazos Park East.
Brazos Park East. Okay, cool. That's going to be awesome. And there's going to be live music and beer. Anybody else going to attend, or?
I think we've got about 16 breweries and a couple wineries, and then live music, food trucks. We're just going hard.
Yeah, speaking of this vibrant community here, is there anybody that you want to shout out or anybody that you would like to share?
Yeah, if you guys haven't eaten at Honky Tonk Kid Barbecue HTK,
Yes.
It is phenomenal. Davey down there just does some awesome stuff, and it's not just barbecue. If you've ever been there, it's international food. Great guy, great place, great people. Definitely check it out.
Yes, that's super amazing, and it's just crazy how vibrant this community has really grown, and how downtown Waco has become a center for breweries. Do you want to say any more about that, and how vibrant it's become, even in the past year during a pandemic?
Yeah, I mean the one thing that everybody can tell about Waco right now is you can't throw a rock without hitting a building that's under construction, which is a good thing. I mean, it's life is popping up everywhere, and every day, it's amazing to me that I have people coming in to our building from California, like, oh, came to Waco. Oh, okay. Well, welcome. Yeah.
Well, that's really awesome. And is there anything else that you personally would like to be involved in the Waco community, and maybe even outside of beer?
Yeah, I mean, my wife is a teacher here. My kids go to school here. We are a part of this community. I'd love to be as much a part of this community. It's home for me. So, I mean, when I say I want to know Waco, I mean it intimately. I want to be part of it.
Yeah, definitely. Wow, and that really just speaks about how, beer and family goes hand in hand, especially from the origins of your brewery specifically.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty much everything. Is there anything else you want to share with us today?
No, that's about it. If you guys need great craft beer, there is 5 craft breweries in Waco now, so there's no shortage of options.
Yeah.
So please get out, drink local, and support your local craft breweries.
Yeah, that's super awesome. Thank you so much for coming on today.
Hey, thank y'all.
Thank you for tuning into this week's podcast. This is your host, Debbie, signing off. Now that you know, go. Just go, Waco.
This has been a Rogue Media podcast.